So a very good afternoon to all. Welcome to Tally CA Connect. So once again, we are here to discuss the latest features of TallyPrime that comes with the advanced banking features. And now more than ever, this is needed that we also support the new HSN mandate that will be needed to follow in the coming months GSTR1 filing. And we'll be discussing that as well. So, and to resolve any queries you might have come across while using the TallyPrime 6.0. So our expert for today is Advocate Gautam Sharma. So Gautam ji, along with his practice, is very passionate about automation. He will literally automate anything and everything, whichever is possible. And he keeps trying new ways. And we are lucky that he keeps doing this with TallyPrime, using the default features to make his and finding new ways to how to make the work of his clients easier, simpler, and faster. So let us make the best out of this session. It's so great to see that we have already 300 people at the beginning of CA Connect. So Gautam ji, thank you so much for being here at our forum. And so let us begin.
Hello. Thank you so much, Komalran, for the warm introduction. And a big thanks to Tally Solution for giving this wonderful opportunity to connect with such a large audience today. And it's truly an honor to be here with over hundreds of professionals from all over India. And let us now begin our session. And let me share my screen. Our today's session is all about banking connectivity and how to import Excel bank statement directly into TallyPrime. And what is we have to cover that HSN part also. B2B and B2C separate HSN we have to report from this month, from the month of April 2025 onwards. So our today's agenda is about importing Excel bank statement. Excel bank statement means what? The bank statement that you're getting directly from your net banking. Okay. And some people may think that, okay, if we are not getting bank statement directly from portal, that is from bank portal, and we are getting any PDF or any other format like scanned copy from our client. And what we are doing, we are creating our own Excel manually. And can we import Excel too? So we will cover that part also. I will tell you all about some tricks using which you can simply import all your bank statements. And we will use the narration filter option. Using narration filter, you can automate most of your tasks related to banking entries and all. We will see auto and manual reconciliation options. We will see user level access. For example, in a business or in an office, you don't want to give access to your data entry operator or any other users. How to configure that in TallyPrime 6.0? We will see that. After that, we will come to banking dashboards in Tally, how we can add a tile for banking dashboard, how we can configure as per our need. And after that, we will see B2B and B2C separate HSN summary in TallyPrime 6.0. And then in last, we will cover our Q&A session. Okay. So let us now start with our TallyPrime. So here on my screen, you can see I've installed TallyPrime 6.0, which is the latest release given by Tally this month in April. Let me just start the application. In my TallyPrime, what I will do, I will try to cover multiple scenarios. Okay. The first scenario will be we will import the bank statement downloaded from net banking. And here I will be showing you the most complex bank statement. That is the bank statement of BOB. That is Bank of Baroda. Okay, because in market around hundreds of banks are there, but the most complex bank statement we are getting from Bank of Baroda only, because there will be some images, there will be some gaps between multiple rows and columns, no merge, many columns will be merged with each other, many things will be there. So we will cover that one first. After that, I will show you how to import SBI, HDFC, and other bank statement downloaded from net banking. After that, what we will do, we will re-import the same bank statement imported earlier. That means we will see whether TallyPrime is importing the entry twice. For example, I have imported a bank statement, and after importing a bank statement, again, after a few minutes or after a few entries, I'm re-importing the same statement. So what will be the impact in TallyPrime in our data? We will see that. And now let us start. So here I'm creating a new company for all of you. You can see, and I'm keeping the name as Bank of Baroda statement import. Okay. Here I have to give my state name, and before creating a new company, let me first show you the bank statement sample, how the bank statement looks, which is downloaded from our net banking. So here is my Bank of Baroda Excel bank statement. So here you can see this is the bank statement, correct? Downloaded directly from the net banking. Here you can see one image file is there. Wrap and wrap text, merge center. Many commands are used here. You can see the alignment of columns. This is not a proper alignment. This is not proper aligned here. And you can see when I scroll down the bank statement, some images will be there. You can see here. Okay, so we will start importing this statement first. So here, the statement that I'm going to import here is of financial year 21-22. So I'm taking the financial year here as 21-22. All right. Now our new tally company is ready in front of us. Now, what we have to do, first of all, we have to create a bank ledger because it is a new company. So there will be only two predefined ledger, cash and profit and loss. So from view of tally, we will go to create and we will select ledger and we will mention the name of our bank account ledger, and then we will select the group as bank account. Here in bank name, we have to give the bank name properly. Then only Tally will be able to read that bank statement format. So here for Bank of Baroda, we have to select Bank of Baroda India. And then just we have to give our opening balance. Okay. So here, let me open my statement again. Here you can see it is a reverse statement. The 1st April data is in the bottom and 31st March data is on the top. So here I have calculated the opening balance, that is 2462,763.20. Okay, it is a debit. I'm giving it as debit and I'm giving the sense of this ledger. Now, for importing the bank statement directly into TallyPrime 6.0, what we have to do, just from your gateway of Tally, we have to select Alt O, that is import, and then we have to select bank statement. When we select bank statement, we will get a list of ledger here. Okay. From this list, we have to select our ledger name, which bank we want to import. So we have to select Bank of Baroda account here. And then here it is asking for file path, where we have kept our bank statement. So let me just open my bank statement folder. So this is the folder. I have to copy the path from here. And then I have to select specify path and I have to paste the path here and press enter. Once I press enter, you can see now the cursor is on the next option, that is a file type. So we have to select it as supported. And then we can see all the bank statement available in that particular folder is on our screen. So we have to select our BOB Excel. And before you import, make sure your bank statement Excel should be closed. Okay. Now, if you want to see the preview first, then make this option as yes. So preview option as yes. If you don't want to see any preview, just you want that it should be imported, then you can make it no. Let me make it here and I have to accept. It can take some time to read the bank statement. Once the reading is completed, it will show all the transactions on our screen. We have to wait for that. So you can see reading statement is completed by Tally's end. Now we can see all the transactions here on our screen, correct? And here is an option. In the bottom, you can see one option is there, import. If we click on this, what will happen? All these transactions will be imported in our Tally. You can see it is showing new entries imported successfully. The count is 805. That means 805 entries are now imported into our Tally with one click only. So now we have to click on this bank reconciliation summary. And you can see here, it is showing the summary of our data. That is, how many entries are unreconciled, how many entries available in books. In books, how many entries are related to withdrawal, deposits, and now for only in bank. If we press enter here, we can see all these transactions which are just imported from our bank statement, correct? You can see in this statement. And now after importing the statement, first of all, we will verify whether this statement is correct, like the entries are correct or not. How we can verify? Just we have to check the closing balance of our bank statement. Now, before importing the statement, before importing the transaction, pressing escape. And what I'm trying to show you, you can see no vouchers entered. Last date of entry is 1st April only. And number of voucher, there is nothing because we have not imported any voucher right now. Only we have imported the bank transaction into Tally. We have not converted those transactions into our voucher. So for converting those transactions into voucher, what we have to do? We have to go to our banking, then bank activities. Here you can select the bank name, and then you will be back to that screen. Okay. Now if you press enter.
Gautam, so actually there are around 7 to 8 queries on repeating this importing process. Can you just do it again?
Okay, no problem. So as I have to re-import that, so before re-importing, what I will do, I will go to F1 and then troubleshooting and then reset bank statement data. If I don't do reset, then Tally will not allow me to re-import those transactions again. Okay. Okay. So let me start again. In Tally, we have created our ledger, that is a bank ledger, and the group is bank account, and we have to make sure the bank name should be correct. If you want to import your net banking downloaded bank statement in Excel, you have to make sure the bank name should be correct here in this field. Once all these things are there, then what you have to do? Simply from gateway of Tally, you have to select import, that is Alt-O, and then you have to select bank statement. And then you will get this screen. Here you have to select bank ledger name, the ledger you want to import. Okay. And then you have to give the file path. So to select the file path, what you can do, you can simply open the folder where you have kept the bank statement, and then you can select the address bar and you can copy that. Okay. Then you have to go back to your Tally, and here you have to select specify path. And here you have to press Ctrl V to paste the path, and you have to press enter. Once you enter, and then you have to select file type, and then you have to select your bank statement name, which bank statement you want to import, and then you have to press enter. Once we select our bank statement, it can take some seconds or a few minutes if your bank statement is having a lot of data, and then it will show you the complete list of entries, and then it will give us an option to import all those transactions into Tally. We have to wait here. So now you can see data reading process is completed, and we can see a lot of transactions. And in bottom here we can see an option import. Just we have to click on that. Once we click on that, all these transactions will be captured in Tally, but vouchers will not be created. Only those transactions will be captured. Okay. Now you can see new entries imported successfully is 805. That means all this data is stored in Tally, but it has not been converted into our voucher. Now we have to click on bank reconciliation summary. Once we click on bank reconciliation summary, here we can get a summary. Summary of what? How many transactions are unreconciled? How many transactions are there in books? How many transactions are there only in bank? Okay. Now what we have to do? We have to press enter here. One more thing here I would like to inform all. If my cursor is here, you can see the yellow part is here. If I press right key, right navigation key, the cursor is moving this side. Most of the time, what we are seeing that people will keep their cursor here. That means previous period, 1 April to 1 April, and they will press enter. And then they are complaining that no data is there. So you can see the period. For this period, there is no data. If you press escape, you come to this period, and if you press enter, you can see you will get all the list of entries that are just imported from your Excel sheet. Okay. Here, there are a lot of options for creating this, for creating our entries. Okay. So now let me first introduce that apply filter option with you. Here you can see an option apply filter. Control F is the shortcut key. So what is this apply filter option? In your bank statement, you can see a lot of entries are there where buy cash is mentioned. Buy cash, all these are my contra entries only. Okay. If I want to filter how many entries are there where the narration contains a particular word, then I have to use this apply filter option. If I mention cash here and if I press enter, you can see all those transactions where in narration cash word is there is now filtered in my screen, and I can see all these options here. Correct? Here we have to do one more setting in order to import the entries into contra voucher. Before doing that, let me explain what will happen if we don't make the settings there. Right now, I am not explaining what configurations you have to do. Before doing the configuration, I'm showing you if you will not do that configuration, then what will happen. Okay. I'm selecting a few transactions and I'm clicking on create multi-voucher. Now, here, if I press backspace from my keyboard, you can see the cursor is here, common ledger. If I give cash, so all these entries are coming in cash. It is auto-filled. The ledger name is now auto-filled. If I give the common ledger here in this side, and you can see voucher type is coming as receipt. That means in default, when you import any bank statement, before making the configurations for contra entry, if you will try to import anything, that will be imported in default payment and receipt voucher only. If you want to change this one, then what you have to do? I'm going back to the main screen, this one. Now, I'm going to alter my bank ledger. From go to feature, I'm altering my master. Here you can see an option set alter bank configuration. We have to make it yes. After making that option yes, here one option is there. Set alter auto reconciliation configuration. You have to make that also as yes. And then here you can see use a different voucher type for interbank or cash transaction. This option is there. There you have to make it yes. By default, it will be no. Manually, you have to do this. And now here for interbank transaction or for cash transaction, which voucher type you want to select? If I want to select contra, I have to select as contra. And remaining part, I don't have to do anything. Just I have to press enter and I have to save the ledger. Once we have configured the contra part inside the bank ledger, now if we go to banking and then banking activities, and here after selecting the bank ledger on which we want to work, again go to this available in bank only, and now if we apply the filter for cash, and now if we select multiple cash transactions here like this, and then we click here for this part F7 button, create multi-voucher, and we give cash here, you can see voucher type is now automatically changed to contra. Okay, now if we press Ctrl A to accept the screen, all these transactions are now captured. If we click here mark as regular and reconcile, automatically it will import all the transactions into Tally. Now if we go back to our gateway of Tally, we can see the last date of entry is 17th May. And if we go to our day book by pressing double D, and if we change the see, all this now imported into our Tally. So this way we can filter and we can import transactions. Let us import some more transactions applying filter option. So for that, we have to go back to that banking option, then banking activities. Then again, we have to select our bank ledger on which we want to work. Then we have to select this available only in bank. I want to select all the selected entries. Okay. Now, after selecting these entries, we have to click create multi-voucher. If we want to import all these entries into a particular ledger, then only we have to use this option common ledger. If we want to give our ledger name one by one, then what we have to do? Here, if any ledger is there, you can mention that ledger name, else you can create a new ledger. For example, Mr. A. Under data creator, whatever group you want to create, you can create. Then Mr. B, Mr. C, likewise Mr. D. Just you can create, and from next option onwards, you will be able to see the ledgers present in Tally. Once you have selected all these ledger name, then you have to press Ctrl A. You can see where the ledger name was there, those entries are only coming on the screen. Now, if I click on this mark as regular and I press enter, automatically those entries will be imported into our Tally. So this way we can import our net banking downloaded Excel statement directly into Tally. This was the most complex statement that I have ever seen, and the bank name is Bank of Baroda. I don't know why they are giving such complex statement, but I would like to thanks Tally, because the way they are reading and capturing the data is just wonderful. It is saving a lot of time for us, and there is no need to go for any AI tool or any other so-called third-party tools for which where you have to just export your data, or you have to share your data with them and they will convert all your entries into Tally entry. There is no need to do all these things. You can see I'm repeating this part again because a lot of people have just joined right now. Here in Bank of Baroda, images are also there. Proper alignment is not there. Okay. When we scroll the page, we are getting some images, some gaps are there. A lot of things are there. And Tally will just import these entries in one click. Okay. Someone is asking, can we import PDF statements too? Yes, definitely you can import PDF statement too, but not using this method. The method is different that we can discuss later on. Now what we will do, let me show you one bank statement which is in single column. Sometimes when we are downloading our net banking statements, we are getting the statements in one single column. Okay, so here you can see debit, credit, everything is in a single column. There is no like a separate column for amount. For amount, there is single column. one row is debit, one row is credit, likewise. So how to import these entries into Tally? So as this is a Kotak bank statement, so what we will do here, we can create a Kotak account ledger under bank account. The bank name will be Kotak this time. Make sure the bank name should be correct. If it is incorrect, your transactions won't be imported into Tally. Then we have to give the opening balance. $2546.99. Now I have created a Kotak account successfully. Now what to do? Simply I have to select import option from Gateway of Tally. Then I have to select bank statement. Then I have to select my bank name that I want to import. I have to select the proper ledger name. Then I have to give the file path where my bank statement is there in my computer. I have to select the file type as supported. And then I have to select the bank statement which is presented, which is available in that particular folder, and enter. CA Pradeep ji is asking why the date of import from 2/4/21. Sir, it is because on 1st April in my bank statement there was no entry. So the entry were from 2nd April only. That's why. Now you can see from the single column bank statement also, all the entries are now captured into Tally. Once we click on import, you can see 158 entry count are there. If I click on bank reconciliation summary, and let us now first verify both the statement, the previous one also and this one also. So here the closing balance is showing 1,30,223.43. Let me just open my bank statement. Here we can see the date for 31st March. The balance is showing 1,30,223.43 credit. Here in bank statement it is credit, means in Tally it will be debit only. Okay, so this is matched. And now if I select all and if I click on F7 and let me give a common ledger here, and let me press Ctrl A to accept all these entries. Click on mark as regular and reconcile. You can see now there are no unreconciled voucher. This screen is only showing unreconciled voucher. If you want to view the reconciled one, then here is an option, F5 button. You have to click on that. Otherwise, you can all the in that particular option. If I change my financial here, and let me just take you to Kotak account, you can see the balance 1,30,223.43 debit, and here same value in credit. That means everything is fine and perfect. Okay. Now let us come to the third scenario. The third scenario is, most of the time in our offices, we are getting the scanned or printed bank statements. So what to do for that? What we are asking to our articles and staff, we are telling them, you please make an Excel sheet where there will be only 5 columns. Date column, narration column, check number or instrument number, debit amount and credit amount, correct? So you can import that too using banking features, not directly, but indirectly. What does that mean? Let's suppose here is a bank statement for SBI. Here is a bank statement of SBI, and this statement is downloaded using net banking only. You can see the format. Okay. Now what I'm doing, I'm going to delete all these entries. Delete. Now just the format is there with me for SBI, and there is no data, correct? And now I have to open the manual created Excel that we have created manually. Here you can see date, narration, debit amount, credit amount, and let's suppose one more field is there or one more column is there, check number. Let me just duplicate this one. Okay. Now how we can import this manually created Excel sheet? What we can do, just we can copy the date. We can paste the date here in the format of that SBI only. No need to change anything. Copy the narration. Copy all the debit and credit amount. Paste it. And now as we are creating this manually, so balance columns, like balance should be there. So we can do it manually also. Just add a formula for balance column and fill down. You can see closing balance is coming now, correct? Let's suppose the opening balance was 0 only. Save this Excel and close this one. Close the manual Excel also. Now our data is saved in this SBI Excel. We have copied the manual data in format of SBI statement. Someone is asking, creating manual file takes more time from PDF. Yes, it takes more time, but like we have received those queries. If we are creating any Excel manually, then how we can import that? And Manish is asking, editing can be done in any bank or SBI only. Sir, you can do this in any bank statement, in any format. Just you have to remove the transactions, and as per that particular bank format, you have to paste your transactions. Once you paste, once your copy paste task is completed, now in your Tally, you create your bank name. Any bank it can be there. Here, for example, I am taking SBI only. And as the format is for State Bank of India, so I am taking the name as SBI. And then after that, let us select import bank statement. Select the bank ledger name that you want to import. Then the file path, file type supported, and then select the name of Excel. Here, one thing you can mark. Earlier, when I started this session, in this list, we were getting 4 or 5 bank accounts. Now we are getting only 3 accounts. Why? Because the entries that are imported, automatically Tally will add a word IMP in the bank name. Here, let me open the folder. Here you can see in B2B IMP is there because already I have imported that one. In Kotak single IMP is there. SBI copy this I have done earlier before this session, so it is coming as IMP. So once you import any statement, this IMP will be added, and what will happen? The list will be like the name of that Excel will be removed from here. If you click on this show more, here one button is there, show more. If you click on that, then you will be able to see all those Excel sheet. Now let us come back to topic. So we were importing our SBI statement here, which is like having manually created data. Someone is asking, can we import bank statement every month? Sonika ji, this will be our next topic only. Please wait. So here, all those transactions are now imported successfully. Total 199 transactions. And you can see everything is fine and perfect. Okay. Now, let me open the statement again to cross-check the closing balance. If I go to balance column, here the balance is 21,81,279. You can see 21,81,279.28. So everything is fine and perfect. And this way you can import the transactions that you have created in an Excel sheet manually. Just you have to copy and paste those transactions into the format of any bank. It can be SBI, Axis, Kotak, HDFC, any bank. Just you have to paste it into the particular bank format and you can re-import that. Okay. Now, let me select all these entries again. And let me give a common ledger name. And let me import this. Why I'm doing all these things, I will let you know. All these things imported. I'm going to bank ledger. Okay, it is coming as opening balance because here in the statement, the data was for 23-24 financial. If I change the financial year here, you can see all these transactions are here. Okay. Now, the last date of entry is 22 March 2024. Okay, and the closing balance is 21,81,279.28. Okay. Now in the same Excel, what I'm going to do is, what is the date today? 30 April 2025. And I'm mentioning the narration as Gautam. Check number as 123456. And here the value is 1 rupee only. Or let me make it 100 rupee. It is a debit amount. Let me make this Pritham. And here, let me make this 300 rupee. Okay, the formula is gone now. No problem. Okay, now it is correct. Now what I have done, up to row number 220, we have imported everything and manually I have added 2 lines here. 2 rows are added manually. And now after saving that Excel, I'm going back to my gateway of Tally. I'm going to import bank statement, selecting the bank ledger name, the file path, file type supported, and same, re-import that. Now if we import again, you can see the magic. New entries imported successfully and the count is 2 only. That means the entries which are available in your Tally, already it is there in your Tally. Tally won't import those entries again. It will only import the entry which are not there in Tally. And if you click here, you can see deposit. In the credit side, I have mentioned 300 rupees. Let me open this again. You can see in this credit side, I have mentioned 300. In the debit side, that is the withdrawal side, 100. Now, in deposit 300, in withdrawal 100. If we try to import this, create manually, wait. First select all, then create manually. You can give the ledger name. Press enter, and it is completed. I hope everything is clear till now. And what we have done, we have covered the topic. If we want to import any bank statement which is downloaded directly from net banking, whether it can be a single column bank statement where the debit and credit amount will be there in a single column, or it can be the most complex bank statement, that is the Bank of Baroda or Union Bank also. Union Bank statement is also very complicated sometimes. So we can import all these things. After that, we have covered if we are altering any bank statement, or if we are importing any bank statement that contains previous entries also and some new entries also. Okay, so only the new entries will be captured. The previous entries won't be imported twice. That we have covered. And then we have covered if we are making any bank statement Excel manually, then how we can import that using the banking feature in Tally 6.0, and how we can import all these entries quickly with one click in TallyPrime 6.0. Now, let us move to the next topic, that is how to add a banking tile in the dashboard. In dashboard report, how we can add a tile for banking. So for that, from Gateway of Tally, we have to select our dashboard option. And here, there is an option, add tile. You can see here, add tile option is there. For that, either you can click here or you can press Alt A. And then here you can type banking. If you will start typing, automatically the list will get sorted. And now you can select balance as per bank for connected banking features. And you can select the banking activities if you want to get a tile for that. Here, now if you want to configure this tile as per your requirement, you can click on configure tile. Here, what you want to give the name for this tile. Let's suppose I am renaming it with banking details, or anything you can write. What type of data you want that it should show, books and banks or deposit and withdrawal, count and amount you want to see, or an only count or only amount, whatever you want to see as per your requirement, you can configure the tile. Data or graph, what you want to see, bar or line, which type of graph, whether you want to the graph should display your count or amount. Okay, so that way here you can see we configured our banking tile in the dashboard report. Now, if you want to save this view, if without saving, press enter, it will say if you are going to escape from here, this report will not be saved. Okay. So first, if you want to save this, then you have to click on the save view option. And then you can give any name of this dashboard report. And then if you want this report to be the default one means when we open this dashboard report, directly this dashboard should come along with the banking details. Then you have to make this yes, and you have to press enter. Now, when you will open this dashboard report, automatically the banking details will be here. Okay, this way you can configure your banking details in the dashboard report. Now, after importing the bank statement, after covering this part of dashboard report, I'm going to cover how to restrict banking features for data users and for other users in TallyPrime. So for giving user-wise access, first of all, in a company, we have to create some users, and then we have to write the rules for the user, correct? So how to create the users in a company? We all know for creating a user, first of all, we have to enable the security options in our Tally. For that, what we can do from Gateway of Tally, simply we can go to this company option, that is Alt K. From here, we can select security. Here, control user access to company data, we have to make this option as yes. And then for admin, we have to give a ID, and then we have to give a password. You can give any password. You have to remember your password. And then For browser access, if you want to give any email ID, you can give that. Right now, I'm ignoring that part. We have to accept that. Now our admin is created. Inside admin, what we can do, we can create n number of users in Tally. So for creating sub users, what we can do, again, we have to go to company, and now we can see user and password option is coming here. Okay. So we have to select this option. Now, type of user, data entry, owner, .NET, auditor, owner, user. What is the type of user? Simply select it as data entry. Then staff one. Let me give any username for any one user. And the password is 1 here. You can keep your password as per your requirement. Staff 2. And the password is 2 here. And now I'm accepting this. If I close my company here and I open this company with a staff login. So here you can see this banking option is coming, right? Bank activities, banking, all these options are coming. But I want to restrict this option. I don't want my user to see all these options, and I don't want them to use all these options for any reason. The reason can be any. Okay, we are not going to the reasons here. So what we can do and how to remove the options, this banking option here, and from import also this bank statement, how to remove these options. For you have to log in with your admin ID only. After logging in with your admin ID, you have to go to company and then user roles. You have to now select user roles. What kind of role you want to change now for for what kind of user you want to define your own role. So here we have to select data entry. And now here in this part, we can see it is clearly mentioned disallow the following features or disallow the following facilities. That means whatever is mentioned here, we have to just disallow that. So for that, we have to go to the bottom or in the last of this option. And here we have to give full access, and then we have to select banking activities, full access, and then banking tile, full access, bank reconciliation. These three things we have to select, and then we have to accept it. Okay, now we have given the rules for our data entry. And now if we log in again, here you can see that banking of banking activity option is now disabled. Inside banking, that option for importing that bank transactions, we were using that banking option, banking that is not coming. Dashboard is showing no items allowed. In import also here, that bank statement option is now removed. So this way you can give the user access as per your requirement. Now let us move to next topic, that is the HSN summary. So we all know that on 11th April we got a advisory from GSTN. Let me share that with you all. So on 11th April we got an advisory from GSTN, and that advisory says that starting from April 2025 in GSTR 1 or 1A, that is amendment case, amendment of GSTR 1, we have to give the bifurcated data for B2B and B2C HSN. Earlier, what we were doing in GST portal, simply in our JSON, or if you are using TallyPrime GST connected for online filing and all, so only one HSN summary was there. Only one group was there that contains both B2B and B2C. But now from the month of April onwards, when you will be filing your April GSTR 1 in next month in May, you will see that in GST portal it will ask you for two data. One will be B2B HSN, one will be B2C HSN. So how to get this HSN from Tally? For that, let me open a data here. Here you can see if I go to GSTR1, and HSN Summary. This is what we were getting right now. Up to 31st March, this kind of report we were submitting into GSTN for our GSTR filing, correct? Where in Tally also we were getting only this single one common report for B2B and B2C wise HSN. But now, if I change the period, after changing the period, here you can see some B2C entries are also there, one B2B is also there. Go to this HSN summary, you can see B2C supply and B2C supplies. Two things are coming in my Tally. So how I am getting all these things? Let me tell you. For configuring HSN, B2B and B2C separately, in Gateway of Tally, you have to press F11 to get the features option. Here you can see an option. Set alter company GST rate and other details. This one. Okay. You have to make this option as yes. Now here again you will see an option. More detail. Control I button. You have to click there. And then you have to select show more. When you click on show more, here in the bottom one option is there, separate B2B and B2C HSN summary applicable from. That means in your Tally data, from when you want or from which period you want the data of HSN summary should be separated in B2B and B2C. So here you have to press enter and you have to give 1425. Once you give 1425 and you save this configurations, and then from go to feature GSTR1, if you select your GSTR1 report, and then if you change your period, you can see this kind of view will be there. Okay. So this way, separate your B2B and B2C wise HSN in your TallyPrime, and you can just automate your reports in one click. In TallyPrime 6.0, not only banking feature is there, along with that, old features like for GSTR filing and all these things, you can use that also for filing of GSTR. Using online connected GSTR filing, what you can do in one click with one single OTP, you can file your GSTR1 and GSTR3B. And also with that, you will be able to download your GSTR1, 2A, 2B, 3B, anything. If you want to download from portal also, that is also covered here in TallyPrime 6.0. I think I have covered all the topics here. Now we can go for the Q&A. If you are having any doubt, let me know.
So there are actually 60 open questions. Most of them will be repeated once. So you can just glance through the first. The first question is by Somnath Singh.
Okay. Is payment to partner, sir, 194T? You can expect this in upcoming versions of TallyPrime. At the time we get bank statement PDF file cancel. Someone is asking, like most of the users are asking for PDF bank statements. So let me tell you one thing.
Sir, so I think we have covered in the previous sessions also. So currently in default Tally, only the Excel or that is .exe or CSV files are only imported. However, Gautam sir, he had tried that by, with editing and all, he'll be able to download PDF as well. So once he covers various scenarios, if we'll see, we will take it up in the upcoming sessions. But as of now, we do not support the PDF imports of Excel statements. However, some people might request that you can convert to PDF into Excel and then do it, but we are not sure if it will give you 100% accurate answers. So which is why I think once I think Gautam ji is already on it. He is trying various scenarios. So once he is 100% sure that yes, he will be able to do it. So we are definitely going to take it up. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Someone is asking, can we get PDF of this session? Which PDF? we don't have any PDF for this session.
No, I think they meant the PPT screen which you use, but I
Okay,
think you
no,
showed
nothing
everything on
was
the
there in
live.
the
Yeah,
PPT.
yeah.
Nothing was there on the PPT, only the agendas were there, and all the agendas has been discussed here.
Right.
So,
Yes, sir.
someone is asking, what if one transaction missed? Is there any control? While you are trying to import your entries, all the transactions which are not in your tally will automatically be imported in your tally. So you don't have to worry about that.
Gautam, you missed the above two questions. Actually, I was doing answered live, so that it's easier for you. You don't have to go.
Is it necessary to have the bank statement in the format only or any format bank download? Vibhuti ji is asking that any specific format is there or not? No, sir. For any bank, any format, Tally will support. Tally is already supporting more than 200 plus bank statements format. So I hope that your bank will be covered in that. If the opening balance as per book is different from the balance as per bank statement, can we prepare opening BRS? Yes, Vivek ji, you can prepare your opening BRS here. Can we have our own Excel format and upload the file? Subham ji is asking that if he is trying to import from their own Excel format, whether it will be supported. No, sir. If you want like importing using the bank reconciliation feature, so here Tally is supporting predefined bank statement like formats only. If you want to do that, you can use that Excel to Tally feature that is also there in Tally. Using that, you can import. Can we import partially? Sir, Vikas is asking if you want, can we import partially? If you want to import partially, you please make sure that your bank statement doesn't contain that entry. Or what you can do after importing all the transactions, for converting the entries into voucher, you can select half of the entries only that you want to import. Someone is asking that they have tried earlier the method I have shown, and it was saying not a valid format. Is there any reason or it's specific for saving or current account? No, sir, there is no such limit of any saving or current bank account. As I have shown, current account also, savings account also, and manually created Excel also. There is no such format or there is no such restrictions in Tally. You can connect with the technical team. They can help you. Or you can simply change the location of your Excel statement from your computer, and then you can retry, it will work. Repeat month, same entry, automatic import, same head. And someone is asking, can we give against reference? No, if you are trying to import these entries here automatically with one click, you cannot give against reference here. If you want to give bill by bill details, you have to go and alter the entries manually. I think most of the questions are repeated only. Someone is asking if we have created any cost center, so how same will be captured while selecting ledgers. And sir, for this cost center, TDS deducted, all these things you have to do it manually, sir, because all these things need TDS mainly requires maintain bill by bill option. So if you are trying to import all the bank statement from reconciliation feature, so it will be imported with on account mode only. So that you have to do manually. Ma'am, I think most of the questions are repeated only.
Okay, sir. I'll just enable the chat. Actually, I was answering. Yeah.
From PDF only.
Yeah, exactly, which is why we had discussed the PDF part. So once you are confirmed that it's giving us accurate results, maybe we can take it up in our forum. And so I think somebody is inquiring, are you the same Gautam Sharma from Odisha? One second. But I can say that, yes, Gautam ji is from Odisha. One second, where is that query? Are you same Gautamji which CA Manish Agarwal refers to from Orissa? This is the query.
Yes, sir,
Okay.
and that same Gautam.
Yeah. So a lot of people have been asking for the recording. So if you're already part of a CA community, or if you're a CA and not yet part of a CA community, you can just put in the query and we will put it. So it takes usually a day or two to get the edited, the starting and the ending bit, and we will upload it in our in our Tally Solutions YouTube channel under the link of CA Connect. I have just put the playlist as well. So you can always, mark it so that each time you want to refer to a CA Connect recording, you can access it here. Also, the other thing which a lot of people got requests for Hindi sessions in the playlist. You can see there is a session on 6.0 by Deepak Tiwari that was taken in Hindi. So same features are covered just in the language of Hindi so that it is accessible. Hindi and English majorly required language. So we have covered it both. Yeah. And yeah, recording is okay, done. Yeah, so can we just ask one question? How was today's session? 1 second. So actually quite fast, Gautamji. We have finished so many just by 4 o'clock. So yeah. Yes. Thank you, Swarnaji. Thank you, Mr. Jain, for saying it is amazing. Thank you, Mr. Vikas. Mohitji, what is your query? Can you put it in the Q&A, please? Because in the chat, we have a lot of entries coming in and it's not possible to track. Mr. Mukesh is also saying, I have a question. 1 second. Uh, uh, are you putting in the Q&A? We'll just wait to answer if you have new queries. Mr. Mohit, Mr. Mukesh, for your queries, can you please put in the Q&A right now so that it's easier for us to track your questions. In the chat, there are a lot of entries coming in. Very quick and to the point session, excellent session. So Gautamji, I'm sure you're seeing the chat. All these compliments are for you.
Thanks to all for
Yeah, Rajesh ji is asking GST filing through Tally. Yes, sir. You can file the GSTR1 from Tally directly, in fact 3B as well. And yeah, we have covered even those topics at our CA Connect. Please do refer to our recordings. And we'll soon be doing a revision session for all those. Sir, can you see any new questions coming in? Because there are a lot of
someone is
people.
asking, tell us about ERP9 because all our work is done in the older version. Umesh ji, I would request you to please kindly migrate to the new version because the new version is going to have a lot of feature for you and you can just automate a lot of tasks in the latest version. Please try to migrate.
Can I import bank statement? Mr. Arun, as we requested, told you that currently TallyPrime is supporting only .exe and CSV files, that is Excel. So which is what we covered in today's session. So PDF currently is not giving accurate results, but the default TallyPrime, the newest feature is supporting the Excel format. So we'll request you, it's a one-time activity. If you are using a mobile app and you get only the option of PDF, you can just put in a request that you want your statements in Excel. We have done for many customers and now they are getting the bank statements in the Excel format. It's a very one-time activity. All you need to do is a request. It is always easier that way with the filtering and everything possible. Yeah. As per HSN requirement, B2B, B2C, Mr. Rajendra, do you have a query? GSTR1 file. Gautamji, did we show like after the B2B, B2C, how can they file the GSTR1 from where? Can we just...
So in GST portal,
You have to
just
connect.
verified, the update is not there. Like it is not showing B2B and B2C separate in GSTR1 form. So I think we should keep it for the upcoming sessions only.
Okay.
If
Okay,
there
but
are already entries in bank ledger, can we still import it or we do have to delete the previous? No, sir, without deleting, you can just import it and you can do your reconciliation in Tally. Rajiv ji, yes, you can export your JSON from Tally with that HSN B2B and B2C separate report. So that option is available in 6.0. can we get GST 3B in quarterly part combined format? After downloading your data of GSTR 2A, 2B, 3B, whatever in Tally, you can just check your period. If it is quarterly, you can see the report there, sir. Satish is asking how to import data other than bank statement. Sir, for that, there are already so many sessions that held previously, and you can find the video in Tally Solutions YouTube channel. You can search Excel to Tally. You will be able to see that videos. Ma'am, you can just share the CA Connect YouTube link. You can drop the YouTube link of Tally Solutions so that they can just subscribe and they can get the notifications from there.
So I've shared the Excel import previously taken session. So actually from this year, we have starting the new playlist. So if you want the previous session, so 1 second, just go to the playlist. Yeah.
Okay, ma'am. I think
we can conclude, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much, Gautam ji, for a very great session and so many compliments pouring and the recording request. So it was really amazing to see how everything was covered very simply and in English. So I'm sure, like I say, some videos are like the perfect videos which can be, referred to again and again. So I'm sure this video is going to be one of those things. So
thank you.
Thank you so much. I'll now end the session for everyone.